Hello and welcome to dbf Explorer 2. Let's get into it. Once you install dbf Explorer 2, it'll pop up and give you the main menu of the application. As you can see, we're basically focused on dbf files and we're trying to figure out how to export them out to CSV files, HTML, XLS, which is Microsoft Excel 2003 and below, XLSX, which is 2007 and above in XML format, and XML itself. Once you kick this off, you hit the next button. It'll take you in to either use the BDE or the file system. So if I want to use the BDE, I click on it. It'll show me all the BDE aliases that I have. When I click on a BDE alias, it'll show me all the tables that are associated with that alias. So if I come down here, pick senators, and then go ahead and say next, it'll automatically take that as my table and bring it forward. Then I have the option to pick which output or export type I would really want to look at. So we have CSV, HTML, XLS, XLSX, and XML. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a simple CSV, and once you pick it, the next thing you notice that it automatically adds your CSV to the end of the table name for you, and it puts it in the same directory where your table is located. Now, if you don't want to save it there, you can save it anywhere you want just by coming in and clicking the File button, and it'll bring it up and show you where that's at, and you can pick and choose how you want it to work. And as you can see up here at the top, it says Save Export File, Senators dbf, and it's asking you where you want to save that. But once you have this, you can just click on the CSV and it'll automatically put the file name and also its extension, or if you want it HTML, XLS, whatever, you can do that. Then again, also you can come down here and change this. So you can say demo, and we would now be creating an XLS with the demo with the senators. So why don't we go ahead and do that? We're going to hit next. Here's where you can add the column names. You can start to add some of the options for putting things out. So we do want to use the column names. It is on by default. I do want to use columnar layout. Now as you can see, we have columnar layout, we have tabular layout, and we have reverse column layout, which allows you to put it in, the rows to columns, columns to rows, and switch it around. So we try to give you a lot more capabilities of exporting your data and getting the most out of it. So when you're done with that, you hit next. It comes up and it will show you a review of what's going on. We're going to export using the BDE, which is what we said. We were going to use the BDE aliases. We're using the standard BDE alias, and we're going to use the senators as the example. We're going to output those to the senators demo XLS, and all we have to do now is hit the do export. As you can see, it went ahead and finished that. We say OK. When that's done, you'll see that the report gets a few extra things in here. It tells you what settings you use to set up that report, and you can copy those contents out to a clipboard and save it off to a file. You can also go out and click on the show file, and as you can see right here, here's Senators Demo XLS. If I double click on that, it'll bring this up, and you can see that we're into the Senators XLS right now, and we can see everything is ready to go. So that just gives you a really quick example of how to use this. So if you want to, after that's done, you can then come back out and go back to the start page. So simply go back to the start page and you're back to the beginning. You can go back into it. Now again, it's going to make you choose which ones you want. So I'm going to go back out there really quickly, and we're going to go ahead and pick the senators. And I'm going to go ahead and make this a CSV file. And I'm going to make the word demo on there as well, just like we did before. And we'll go ahead and hit the next button. Now notice this time you can add Control-Z at the end, so you can put a Control-Z escape character for processing. You can also set it up to have fixed width columns, so the largest column, that'll be the width of all the columns for that particular column. So in other words, let's say I have first name, last name, and age. Well, if the age is only 3 characters wide, the largest column size is going to be 3 characters. If the last name is 26 characters wide, it's all going to be 26, whether your last name is 26 characters or not. So that's there. You can also set up your separator. You can use different ones, periods, semicolons, tabs, colons. You can also pick user defined. So you can come in here if you want to. You can do user define your one. You can also tell it what to use for wrapping your quotes. So if you want to put it in double quotes, if you don't want to put it in double quotes, you can do that. You can also have user defined for how you want to wrap them. So for what I want to do is I want to do user defined, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the tilde in there for my separator for this, and I'm going to keep it as columnar layout, and we're going to go ahead, say next. It's finished. There again is my clipboard. So notice it comes out here and it tells me everything that I've done, my settings as I was doing it for the separator, my column, doing columnar, and I was also using the tilde as my separator. We're going to go into show in folder, and you'll notice right there that everything is out from a standpoint of using the tilde for the separator in between the product. So here in a second, you'll notice there's all my tildes going in between each one of the items. So again, just giving you a little bit more flexibility and capability inside of dbfExport 2. I thank you for watching, and hopefully you enjoy this, and you can pick it up at our store for $29.95. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye-bye.